Blockchain Podcast. It's your host, Blockchain. What's good, people? Thank you for pulling up on the block and posting up with me again. Today, we're going to be talking about terminology that's used in the blockchain. You might see a lot of these words and phrases attached to a lot of tweets and in the news and anything that's dealing with the blockchain as far as people investing, people just paying attention to that, watching an eye on the market. You hear a lot of these terms. So we're going to go over these terms one by one so you can get a definition of what it really means, so you can not be lost what's going on in this space. So let's start with the first word. The first word is HODL. HODL, which means hold on for dear life. Now, when you hear this terminology, what you're basically looking at is people who are buying these cryptocurrencies and holding them for the long term, regardless of what the market does, whether it goes ups and downs or whatever. They are holding on to their coins because they believe in the future that it will be at an astronomical price or at a different level than where it's at right now. So they're going to hold on for dear life. So that's the first term. The second term is FOMO. I'm pretty sure many of you have already heard this terminology. It means fear of missing out. And this term is for people who are hearing things on the internet and they were like, oh, they just made a lot of money on their coin. Let me go in here and buy this coin. And you buy in based off you feeling like that you're missing out. And sometimes those things can go good for you, but a lot of times those things, they go bad for you. When you get in at the FOMO, that means it's already pumped up. So you're not getting in at a good entry price. So you're not really maximizing or leveraging great gains by investing early. So that's the second terminology. So FUD is the third term, FUD, and it means fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And this is like what people who play on the market try to get people scared of the market, and that's how a lot of times you'll see a coin that is up at an all-time at a real high price, at an all-time high, and some news or something that comes up, and the coin instantly drops and goes down in value really fast just based on that. So that's FUD. That's what people put out, these type of marketing schemes to create uncertainty in the market. And when you do that, a lot of people lose money compared to gaining money. So that's the third term for FUD. The fourth term is meme coin, or like I like to call them, shit coins. And these coins are coins that they really don't have no utilitarian value, no utility in the market. They're just a coin that somebody made, and a lot of times those coins don't be legit, and they be like scams. So when people say shit coin or meme coin, most of the time they're talking about coins that really that's not going to be here for real. You can invest in those, and if you don't make some money quick and get out of those coins early, you can lose everything. So that's the first. That's the fourth coin. The fifth definition is called DeFi, which is Deregulated Financial, which is basically us taking our own money and taking it to a market which is not regulated by the government. And in a deregulated financial, you can invest in different protocols, and there's a lot of things that's going on in that deregulated financial district. So DeFi, when you hear DeFi, that means deregulated financial, which means we own the financial system. Another terminology that deals with DeFi is yield farming. And yield farming is borrowing, lending, and trading cryptocurrency in whatever protocol that you're dealing in. So when you deal with yield farming, it's basically you putting your money into a project, and the money that you put into the project, you earn more money off of that project. You get residuals basically off of that project. It's similar to the staking program, which is the next one. Staking is the same thing. It's like when you buy an asset or an NFT, you stake it into the protocol, and by staking it into the protocol, you are able to earn more rewards, earn whatever the contract is set up for, whether it be more NFTs, more of that cryptocurrency of that blockchain, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, that's the one. So the sixth terminology is swap. You'll hear people say swapping coins. Basically, swapping coins is basically what it sounds like. It's taking one coin and swapping it to the other coin, where they're using what they call swaps. And the blockchain is where these exchanges or websites that you go to where you're able to transfer one coin from one blockchain to another or the same blockchain and be able to say, hey, I see that coin right there. I made gains on this coin. I'm going to swap this coin over to that and buy some of that new project. So that's what swapping is, people. The next terminology is gas fees. Gas fees is the charge for interacting or purchasing NFTs, crypto. It's basically like a service charge on the internet. Now these prices can fluctuate. They go up and down depending on how much usage is going on the blockchain. So I've seen gas fees as low as $12. I've seen gas fees as high as $300+ So you gotta really pay attention to that when you're buying your crypto, when you're buying your NFTs, when they're saying the gas fee. Just look at the price. If it's something that you can be feasible with for the exchange of value, then I would go ahead. If you say, hey, it's too high right now, then you can sit back and wait for a minute, wait for the market to correct itself, wait for the market to go down a little bit. It'll tell you what the price is. It updates like every, I think it's like 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds or something like that, and it updates the price. So it can go up really high and it can go down really in an instant. So the next term I want to call is rug pull. What is a rug pull? A rug pull is basically somebody creating a coin. If we go back to the shit coin, the meme coin before, creating a coin like that, get everybody to invest in it, and then they pull the rug, which means they take everybody's money. So if you ever hear a thing about rug pull, just know that's just somebody create a coin and they took all the profit for themselves and left everybody holding a bag, basically, you know. So decentralized and centralized, we already understand them based on my last video. We talked about decentralized. Decentralized is when we own it, centralized is when they own it. So there's a basic, you know, understanding when you hear decentralized and centralized, you just understand that decentralized means not owned by government and centralized means owned by the government. So when you hear the word pump and dump is the next word. When you hear pump and dump, that is a coin or a project that somebody might advertise, say, hey, this is the new hype, maybe like a Shiba Inu. And I think that coin is like a pump and dump for real, because it's just, I mean, even though it's still here, it's like a pump and dump. Or Dogecoin or whatever. Elon Musk might come in and make a tweet, pumps up real high, and then the people who are in it, they dump it early after they made their profit and drop the price back low. So that's a pump and dump. When you hear the word, this is the next term. Altcoins represents any other cryptocurrency than Bitcoin. So it's just named it altcoins because it's any other coin besides Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was the grandfather, the first cryptocurrency blockchain put here. So everything else after that is alternative. When you hear the word moon means you're trying to see those prices go up in the sky. So when you hear somebody say, oh, I'm holding on for dear life, let's go to the moon, baby. When you hear that, that means that they're hoping that that asset that they purchase reach a high level of increase in value, and they hoping for the best so that they can really collect some bread. So the next term is do your own research. It's DYOR. You'll see that a lot. Do your own research. This is really important about this space, guys, that you got to understand that when you are investing into these protocols or platforms or cryptocurrency, you want to make sure you do your research about these companies. You know, you want to, they all have the white paper, which really outlines the company mission. And then, you know, you go on your Twitter or Discord and you go in there and you hang out into these communities and see what's really going on. You can tell if something is weak or if it's strong, if it's something that you really want to invest in. All you got to do is do your homework, which is basically what do your own research is. Make sure that you guys, before you get into anything on this blockchain, that you do your own research, okay? All right, you might hear this word. This is the next word, whales. Whales in the cryptocurrency space is basically super rich, wealthy people who are accumulated a lot of those assets of a particular blockchain, whether it's a person who owns 50 million Bitcoin, or these are whales. Whales have big bags and they're able to manipulate the market and move the market because they have a high purchasing power, because they have a lot of money. So that's what a whale is. We're little fishes or sharks or whatever you want to say, how you fit into this ecosystem. The next word or terminology I want people to understand is mining, crypto mining. So crypto mining is a process of where it's verifying transactions on the blockchain, and while they're verifying those transactions on the blockchain, they get rewarded in Bitcoin. Me and my homeboy was talking about this the other day, and he didn't know that. There's people out there who have big setups, and they're making over $2 million a day crypto mining. Not just, and these coins are being mined for free. Well, they're not free, but they're using computing power to be able to solve these complex problems. But they're getting rewarded with Bitcoin. So it's not like the average investor who's buying into Bitcoin. It's more the person who's verifying those transactions, and by him verifying those transactions in this global network, they get rewarded with Bitcoin. So it's a lot of people out there that are mining Bitcoin. And that's what mining is. It's just basically verifying transactions on the blockchain. You get rewarded. You have to use computer power to do that, electric, etc. So the next word is bearish or bullish. Now, when you say a bearish market, that means it's going down in value. When you say a bullish market, that means it's going up in value. So when you hear somebody say, "Oh, it's a bear market," that means it's going down. There are some people who are capitalizing on the down market, and then you got the people who are saying, "Oh, this is a bullish market," and they're buying assets because the market is going up. Okay. So this is another terminology I want to explain, and it's called the smart contract. And what is a smart contract? This basically, we talked about this in NFTs in my last videos. A smart contract is just a program algorithm within that certain asset that executes performs a duty based on how that was programmed. So a smart contract can be, implemented really fast, whether it be documents, whether it be whatever that the smart contract is programmed to do. It does automatically without a third party involved. So yeah, that's what that means. An exchange is just a place where you can buy cryptocurrency. So if you say, "Hey, this is crypto.com," that is an exchange. Binance, that is an exchange. That's where you actually go buy these coins that you're able to put into your wallet or build your portfolio. So when you hear exchange, just know that it means a place to buy, whether it be NFTs or crypto. And then all ATH, when you see all-time high, that is the highest percentage that an asset has reached throughout its whole term being here on the planet or in the blockchain space. So if you say Bitcoin reached 67,000 at its all-time high, that means that's as high as it has ever went, regardless of where the price is today. The all-time high is exactly what it represents. The all-time high is where it went. So if you hear all-time high, then you understand that this is, that coin went that high before. So you can really understand, should I get back in because I think it's gonna go back there soon, or however you want to cut the cake. You know what I mean? And then of course we know fiat. Fiat is just government currency. You're gonna hear that a lot. Just what the government uses to, just what the dollar is basically. So yeah, I just wanted to bring in and just give you an update on some of these terminology in this space so that can help you navigate and understand when people are tweeting these things or talking about these things, what they really represent. And I just want to give you a really good understanding so you're not confused. So as always, man, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Thank y'all for pulling up and hanging with me on the block again. As always, hold yourself accountable and be great. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Block to the blockchain. Block to the blockchain.